Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. If you haven't gone on YouTube to watch this, please just for a second stop, get on YouTube, just watch the intro. Muncie Team of Exposure did a new intro for me. I'm in love with it. I thought it was great. Makes us look very, very important. I'm not saying that we're not, but it's just awesome. So humor me, take a look at it. Tell me what you think on YouTube because I absolutely love the new intro. All right. Episode 40. I got to take a second to just sit here and go, we've already done 39 episodes. I feel like I'm just starting to get used to the microphone. I'm just starting to get used to the cameras, and we're already at 40. We're almost a year into doing this. So thank you so much for my loyal listeners. I really appreciate that. You guys have been all-stars. Hope you've taken advantage of it. I hope you've added to your wealth, whether it's with your family, your pocketbook, or anything in between. But a sincere thank you. As we're in the month of December and Christmas and all that stuff, I definitely want to say thank you very much. All right. Let me tell you what happened in my life over the past week. So about a week and a half ago, I'm picking up some of the kids. My fiance's picking up the other kids. We all get back home at the same time. All the kids are dumping out. And she pops out and she goes, I hit that branch again. And I go, what are you talking about? She goes, the side mirror keeps hitting a branch, this little bush that's coming out. And it hits. I got to pay attention to that on the street. And I said, I don't really know what you're talking about. So she tried to explain it to me, where on the road it is and where it's sticking out. So, of course, the next day I'm driving home. I'm looking for this branch. Don't see it. Don't see it at all. And she comes back home. I said, you hit the branch? She goes, no. I was able to swing wide and everything's fine. Problem solved. She swerves left. Good. Off my plate. I'm done. Move on to something else in my life. The next day, she goes, I hit that branch again. And I said, it was loud. And she got Titus, which is one of our sons, turns around and he goes, it was loud. And I said, well, did it break the mirror? Like, no, it just hit. And I said, okay. And I said, we got to do something about that. And then one of the kids asked me a question, not top of the mind awareness, blew right at past it again. Friday, she comes in and looks at me and she goes, I broke my side mirror. And I said, how'd you break the side mirror? I'm thinking a car hit it. She was in a parking lot. She goes, that branch broke it. And I'm like, the same branch? I said, you didn't swing wide? Again, giving her the information that was so successful the last time she drove by. Why wasn't it successful this time? But no. She goes, a car was coming the other way. Okay, well, it makes a lot of sense. We're not going to do a head-on. So she had to stay inside of her lane and ended up breaking her side mirror. Now, my fiance, she drives an F-250 crew cab short bed. It is a big truck. 4-wheel drive, sits high, big old side mirror for towing one of our trailers. And it broke the black cover. It broke the side blinker light. I mean, demolished it on the side. It didn't blow it off the truck. The mirror on the inside still works, but the outside looks hideous. I mean, it did work. And I look at it, I'm like, good God, what's the size of this branch? I have to admit, I saw a whimsy little bush that kept going by and just kind of slapping like a little whip, just slapping every time. And I said, I will go take care of it. So I went the next day, I woke up my older son that drives, and I said, hey, I want you to drive me to where this branch is. I know it's a blind corner and people drive really fast on this road. There's a really good chance we're going to get rear-ended. So I want you to pull up fast. I'm going to hop out with a saw. You take off and then just keep doing laps until I flag you down saying that I'm ready to get picked up. And I said, I'll cut it into little pieces. If I can pull it up on the embankment, great. If I can't, we'll go back and get the truck and we'll take this branch down. So he goes, all right, and we arm up, and I go get a little handsaw. It's this little saw. It's got a little curve to it. It's nasty teeth. The thing just chews through wood like butter. And I was like, all right, this will be fine no matter what size this is, and we'll take care of it. And he looks at me and goes, just get the loppers. You just go real quick, clunk, and we're done. And I said, no. I said, from what this damage did to this, side mirror, I feel like this might be a little bit worse. So we get in the car. I got the side mirror, or I got the little saw in between my legs here. I'm sitting shotgun. He drives around and said, right about here. And I'm opening the doors. He's coming down to 5 miles an hour. I hop real quick. I'm like, go, 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 go. And he takes off. And sure enough, there was a car right behind us. Nothing happened. Luckily, we didn't get rear-ended. They saw us and slowed down. And he takes off. I turn around to see this branch. The branch was about 2 inches thick. It was hard wood of a eucalyptus tree. And the rest of the branches in the area of the eucalyptus tree were whimsical little bushes. So this one branch has been doing steroids. It's been working out in the gym every day. It is on a mission to take out cars. This is not, the rest of the tree is not this thick. And I got to admit, on one scale, one half of it, this branch is a testament to Mother Nature. It keeps getting nailed by the cars that are going by. And it goes, all right, I'm going to beef up and bulk up. And so I don't get thrown around or pushed around or broken down. I mean, it's what Mother Nature does. They evolve, they adapt. So this one branch on the tree is just burly and strong and thick wood, where all the rest of it is just whimsical stuff. It's just the one branch. So I go, all right, let's cut this thing down. So I cut it down. It's about 10 feet tall, 10 feet off to the side, coming off the tree. And I cut it down. I move it off the side. And I see about 4 other branches that are in the next half year to year going to be the same problem. Cut the whole tree back, clean it up. Now, this tree is on public property. It's not on private land. It's pretty much owned by the government here. And it just happens to be overgrown onto the street. When I got done and pulled everything off the side, it was clean. It was tall bushes. I just put the branches down the base of the tree. No big deal. And then my son had just done a pass, so I had to wait for him to go around the block one more time. I started to take a walk down the road. Now, 20 feet down the road, I took this picture, and you can see it right now. There's 3 side mirrors laying on the ground 20 feet from where this branch was. And I took notice and said, whoa, we're not the only one that this branch has taken out. So I walked back over to where the branch was. I counted over 21 side mirror covers that are laying on the ground right next to this branch. This branch has been taking out cars for probably the last year and a half, just doing work. And I stopped and I was dumbfounded that I'm the one that took care of the problem. It shocked me that in all this society, this whole population, all these people that had the problem, nobody took action. So I want you guys to ask yourself this question. Are you person number 1? Complains about it, avoids a situation next time, and moves on with their day. You could have gone on the double yellow line every single time and avoided this branch for the next half a year to year until it grew too far that you couldn't anymore. Possibly killing yourself if you had a head-on if somebody else was texting and driving, which no one's supposed to, but we all know we all do at some point in time. It's a tiny corner. It's a blind corner going right around the corner. The speed limit's 35, but most people do 45 through that area. Would you complain about it and just avoid it? Maybe not even take that street anymore. But are you the type to just go, well, that sucks, and move on with your day? That's person number 1. Person number 2, do you engage somebody to help you? Do you engage somebody to say, let's call the local, authorities? I shouldn't say authorities, it's not a police, but, local government, say, hey, for who's cleaning up the Caltrans, can you guys take care of this tree? Can you take care of this bush? And go and look for somebody that can cut it down and clean it up and make it right. Or you person number 3, who takes responsibility for the fact that you're driving on that road. You partially own that road because you use it. And if you use it, you have a responsibility to keep it nice or nicer than how you found it. It's the old adjective. And go take care of the tree yourself within reason. If you're 1 or 2, there's a next step that you guys need to take in your evolution, your personal growth, something that you need to do. If you're using the road, if you're using a product, especially if you're borrowing from somebody else, your job is to bring it back in the same condition and or better than how you received it. Because you didn't buy it. You can't afford it. I'm going to tell you right now, I can't afford the whole mountain that I live on. Not a chance in hell. So I'm borrowing the road. It's all part of the community there, and I drive on it, but I didn't pay for it. I didn't, clean it out and grade it and put the paver and saying this is my road, I'm responsible for it, but I use it. So the responsibility. For me, I took action, took the responsibility to go do it. But I was shocked at the carnage underneath this branch had before someone actually took the steps to clean it up. Now, I cut it all the way down to the base. It's going to be another 4 or 5 years, if at all, if another branch goes through there. I cleaned all of it up. There's no way anybody's going to hit it for at least a year. I don't care how much rainstorms we have and how much that tree gets fed water. It's not going to happen because I took care of it. In this simplicity of taking a saw out to a public place, cleaning up what's on the road, and then taking care of it and coming back home, 15 minutes. Literally round trip, all said and done, 15 minutes. But the bigger question is who else would take responsibility for it? I would love that you would say, I would. You would step up and say, I will take responsibility for this. You are the one that is going to make the difference in the day-to-day things that you do. it's, I guess it goes back to the old Boy Scout thing. I was in Boy Scouts. All through growing up, learn how to tie knots, learn how to be nice to one another, learn how to walk the old lady across the street. All the things that they do as a child and what to do is to set up. That plays such a role in our life as we get older to help one another. I really want this to be something that you kind of think about, resonate with. Ask yourself what you could do more or do better in your day-to-day life that you do. When you go to work, hold the door open for somebody. That's a simple one, right? What does it take? 2 seconds? Makes you feel good inside, right? I'll tell you what, with Christmas coming up, let's talk about this for the gift giving and all that. We all know as adults, it is so much better to give than it is to receive. It just is. We love giving. We love making somebody's day bright. We love making that smile on the face, especially if you have children. Oh man, they light up way better than an adult. Adult acts like they've been there before, right? Kids, they act like they've never been there before. You give them the same box, they just light up, their faces glowing, they're in heaven. They just love it. And for you, because you made that happen, you're in heaven too. You're so excited. It's great. It's lovely. Kids pumped. That art of giving and that art of going the extra mile to make someone's day better, we can all do that. We can definitely do that. We can take responsibility. Am I saying go out on the side of a road and cut a tree down? Please no, unless you know what you're doing and you've been there before. Please don't. But hold the door open for somebody. Ask how somebody's day's going. Help somebody across the street. Any one of those simple things is going to make the place a lot better. It's going to make our world a lot better. It's going to make you healthy. If you guys have been watching my Instagram, you've been seeing that I've been cold plunging for the last 3 weeks to a month. I've been getting in the saunas. Workouts religious Monday through Friday. I take the weekend off. That's how I'm making myself better, because in the end, I'm so freaking cold. I'm just excited to get out of that thing. I'm so pumped to get out of that freaking cold plunge, but the endorphins that kick in, I'm happy for the next 4 hours. Every single time I'm in that cold plunge, the next 4 hours, my endorphins are high and I'm ecstatic and happy. I can tell my stress is going down. I can tell my cortisol levels are going down. And that's just because of what a cold plunge does to your body. But we don't have to get in icy water to get that effect. We can do it by just being nice to one another. So please take responsibility for your actions. Please help out yourself, your family, and your environment around you. And in the end, just a better place to live, don't you think? Love to hear what you guys have done throughout the week. Love to hear what you have done to make your place better. Drop me a comment on YouTube. I'd love to hear it. Thanks, guys.